Hello and welcome to this Migroto case review. My name is Damon Aryan, registered migration agent since 2013. Today we're looking at this applicant's situation to see where he stands and how realistic are his chances to receive an invitation to apply for one of the GSM visa subclasses 189, 190 or 491. Let's see what we have. We have an offshore applicant's occupation is civil engineering technician. The points claimed or to be claimed is 85 points with superior English 20 points and he's single with 10 points. This review is based on Migroto data all collected from official government sources and some targeted FOI requests all powered by AI tools. And please make sure you read the disclaimer at the end of this video before making any decision based on my review. You're an offshore civil engineering technician with 85 points, including 20 points for superior English and 10 single points, which places you in a strong technical and points profile overall. You sit in roughly the top 14% of applicants for this occupation, which appears competitive but not guaranteed given current demand. There are about 165 other applicants on 85 points, so your exact place in that queue, determined by your EOI lodgement date, will strongly influence when or whether you're invited. For subclass 189, your occupation received invitations in only 2 rounds last financial year, and no invitations were issued in the June 26th round, so 85-point applicants built up in the queue. The positive sign is that applicants on 85 points were invited in the November 26th round, suggesting your score can be competitive for 189 if future invitation volumes are similar. With state nomination, your subclass 190 score rises to 90 points. Which sits well within last financial year's offshore invitation range of roughly 80 to 95 points. Looking only at last financial year's offshore data, a range of states and territories issued 190 invitations to applicants like you, which is a positive demand signal for this occupation. States and territories clearly prioritize superior English, and with 20 English points you appear to fall in that priority group, which strengthens your 190 prospects compared with many competitors. With 491 nomination, your score would reach 100 points, comfortably inside last year's offshore invitation band of about 85 to 105 points. Data shows a solid number of 491 invitations going to applicants with the same or even lower points and English than you, so your 491 prospects appear promising. My advice is to prioritize 189 and 190 for at least the first 6 months of the financial year and treat 491 as a backup if no invitations come through. Last financial year, about 44 subclass 189, 60 subclass 190, and 13 subclass 491 applications were lodged in this occupation. Assuming roughly 70% of invitations become lodged applications, that suggests around 60 invitations for 189 and about 90 for 190 in the last financial year. Compared with current backlog, your 85-point position appears more sensitive to queue order for 189, while for 190, you seem to sit in a relatively stronger position. Subclass 189 is still worth targeting since 85-point applicants were invited in the November 26th round. But your outcome will depend heavily on your EOI date and movements within the 85-point queue. Overall, Subclass 190 appears to be your strongest pathway With a 90-point score, strong offshore invitation activity, and backlog data suggesting a relatively favorable position compared with 189. Treat subclass 491 as a deliberate backup. If you don't receive a 189 or 190 invitation in roughly the first 6 months of the financial year, then actively pursue 491 nomination. Monitor new invitation rounds closely against last year's patterns. If offshore 190 invitations on 90 points continue, that will reinforce this as your main focus, with 189 and then 491 as secondary options.